say I do like this new trend in the World Economic Forum in Davos, where you've got leaders like Donald Trump and Javier Milei who go there to essentially mock the globalists and everything they stand for. Let's hear a little of what Javier Milei had to say.
That is why in this same place in 2024, I stated that the West was in danger as a result of having embraced increasing doses of socialism in its most hypocritical form, which is wokeism. In turn, in 2025, I explained the mental parasites sown by the left in humanity. However, 2026 is the year in which I bring you good news. The world has begun to awaken. The best proof of this is what is happening in the Americas with the rebirth of the ideas of liberty. Therefore, the Americas will be the beacon of light that will once again illuminate the entire West.
What do you make of that, Josh? If we are in a civilizational war, can the West prevail?
How do you not love this guy? I mean, how does someone like listen to this language and not just utterly love this guy? I'm talking about the mind virus of wokeism. It's paraphrased. It's a very close paraphrase there. I mean, he went in there guns blazing. You know, Argentina is no slouch as a country, Rita. For a very long time, Argentina was one of, if not the preeminent economic powerhouse in all of Latin America. They fell quite a bit there due to self-inflicted socialist wounds. But under Milei, the economy really has turned around in pretty breakneck. With the glaring exception of Brazil, there's a lot of very good stuff happening right now currently in Latin America. And frankly, Reed, I think a lot of this actually is downstream of Trumpian leadership. I mean, this is kind of the Monroe Doctrine, or as Trump calls it, the Don Road Doctrine. I mean, this is when Donald Trump goes in with the staggering operation in Venezuela to get Nicolas Maduro, one of the great demonstrations of American exceptionalism, frankly, in this century. I mean, it was an utterly staggering operation there to get this narco-terrorist socialist tin pot dictator there in Caracas there. So when America leads, a lot of the rest of the Western hemisphere of the Americas follows there. And I think Javier Milei is frankly just an indicator of a lot of good that is still to come.
And he doesn't get the credit, does he, Javier Milei, for what he's achieved in such a short period of time. The economic reforms there, slashing inflation, and he's managed to slash the poverty rate in Argentina whilst also reducing welfare programs. You wouldn't think those two things would go together, but he's managed to achieve it, Josh. And all the so-called progressives who should be applauding, they call him another right-wing extremist.
Yeah, they do, because they just see someone who mouths certain things they don't like, Rita, and they decide that you're a fascist. They don't really care what the results are. I mean, so much of the left here, especially in the United States, that's obviously the country that I pay close attention to, but certainly internationally as well there. They really don't particularly care about results, do they? I mean, think about here in the United States. I mean, gas prices are the lowest they've been in 5 years. And inflation is quite reasonable. The stock market is approaching all-time highs on seemingly a daily basis. The trade deficit's the lowest it's been in literally decades. I mean, I could go on and on here. You know, it's really quite good, actually, the American economy. But nonetheless, there is a subjective sense, because the media says over and over again, oh, we have an affordability crisis. It's kind of an affordability hoax, actually. And unfortunately, there are a lot of gullible people out there who, because they don't pay attention to the actual facts and they just hate the individual who is giving a certain policy, whether it's Milei in Argentina, whether it's Trump here, whether it's any number of other conservatives all across the world there. Facts increasingly do not, frankly, change opinions. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where feelings and emotion oftentimes carry the day, and that's happening in Argentina and to an extent here in the United States as well.